To join us, a cruel end to the game in what I thought was a good game.
It was a very good game. There's two good teams. I'm not sure either side probably deserved to win it. I suppose the irony is if one team probably was going to win it, it probably should have been us, but it wasn't. And that's what happens when you're top of the league. You score 91st minute with a deflected shot into the bottom corner, and I'm not saying it was undeserved, but for me, I think a draw would have been a fair result.
The unfortunate part about it for you is that's not the first time that's happened to you this season.
No, I'm not sure it's come as late as that. Maybe you'll tell me if we've. I don't think there's a trend. I think we've just spoke about it there. The next stage in our development is understanding that when you go into the last 15, 20 minutes, you understand the state of the game a bit better. Do we need to be as, I won't say as gung-ho, that's not the right term, do we need to be as, I don't know, as aggressive with our play and in our possession? Or can we be content to just go, right, we're in a mid-block and there we go? I think that's an area for improvement for us, I do. Because how often this year we played well for 60, 70, 80, 90 minutes and not won the game or drawn the game. And that's got to be an area for improvement for us. We haven't won the games we should have won, and that is a trend. Like I said, we could have probably had 10, 15 more points on the board that have been fully deserved, but we haven't. And another point today that goes on that tally.
Again, that's a learning curve, isn't it, for not just the younger players, I suppose even some of the experienced players, of situations that develop all through the match.
I agree. We scored 65 minutes, next 5, 10, nothing in the game. And then, I don't think it's a case of running out of legs, it's a case of they become a bit more adventurous in their play. And you've got to understand the state of the game, and we'd be quite happy to concede that initiative, but we've got to do it as a team, as opposed to still being in that, let's go and get them, or this is where we do get them. Well, that might be now not the case because of what's happened, what they're doing, and then we all go into a different mode or different mentality. And I think if we improve on that, we'll certainly pick up more points and we'll score more goals because we'll all understand the state of the game. It wasn't a case of we ran out of legs or anything like that. We didn't. Charlie Kay could have tackled the who scored. It's terrific work rate.
Yeah.
Terrific work rate. You can't knock him at all. And one or two others in the same part of the game. It wasn't a case of that. It was just a case of understanding the game and where we were at. And that's the disappointing thing because that's happened too many times.
Yeah, the big disappointment is that you haven't got anything out of the game in terms of points, but in terms of progress and some of the performances you put out there, they must take a lot of heart out of that. That's twice you played Hull City, and probably in both games you deserve to get something and you've got nothing. Yeah. But is that a progress sign for the players with how they're coping with League One football? I
think that's the progress report, if you like. That's the progress report. We've run the league leaders. I think we're going to go up. I think them and Sunderland are going to go up. We played Sunderland here and they scored 2 earlies to take a point or 2 points off us. And we've played the league leaders here just now and we deserve something from them. But we've got 1 point out of them 2 games and that's the area for improvement. It's that effectiveness. It's that understanding. It's that sort of realisation of the level you're at and just saying, look, this is not content with drawing with Hull. You can still score goals, you can still create goals, just from a different way. But you've all got to be doing that way, as opposed to some doing this way and some doing that way. And I don't think that's particularly the reason why we conceded the goal. But I do think in the last sort of 10 minutes they had more initiative. But you've got to understand we were Hull last year. That belief that they're going to score a goal, that understanding, and that's what happens when you're top of the league. What we've got to understand is we can get there. because we're a good team. You just said it yourself. I don't think it's blind faith or rose-tinted spectacles. And we've got to be realistic. We've got to be harsh but supportive of the players, because that's stood us in good stead for the last 400 bit years. And they've improved every year, and they give their all. And if they keep giving their all, and they keep, improving and keep taking on board what we're asking of them, the standards will improve, and somebody will take a booking before Malik Wilt scores. As they won't get done in midfield, and Charlie Kirk will tackle them, and all them kind of things, right? Because then it doesn't end up as a deflected goal in the bottom corner in the last minute, and you go up to the other end and you score a goal yourself, and suddenly it's like, oh, hang on a minute, that's 3 points, so we're going to get one, because that's the next stage, and that's the evolvement of this team.